It's an overall snapshot of the humanitarian response. What we saw that also the response was stretched to the limit very quickly. That was due to the sheer scale of the disaster, but also because there was insufficient capacity to deploy human resources with knowledge of these kind of mega disasters or huge disasters. There were a number of problems also that emerged because you have the humanitarian space that was progressively constrained. There was no independent needs-based response. There were problems of impartiality and neutrality. There was a lot of politicization of the aid.
Indeed, this interagency real-time evaluation in Pakistan is the first one to use actually the workshop as the main feedback mechanism, which allows people to actively participate in the framing of recommendations and hoping that therefore they will also better implement them in order to improve the response.
This step, I think, is very important to move it away from a headquarter imposed exercise carried out by flown-in evaluators who come and go and then disappear again, to an exercise that has ownership, that was discussed, that was negotiated, that was thought through and thought through by people that work here, that stay here, that have to carry on.
There is a need to assess what are the recovery needs in an integrated fashion. Province by province, district by district, there are different realities. Some have moved already into recovery a few weeks after the disaster, and some others of the districts are still underwater. The other dimension that is key for Pakistan is that the humanitarian space should be preserved and a principled approach should be adopted in Pakistan. Considering that Pakistan is a disaster hotspot, the next disaster in Pakistan is just around the corner. The next monsoon season starts in June. And the different actors that are present need to work out, both at macro level but also at micro level, how to intervene and how to respond, to develop standard operational procedures. The most critical thing about this evaluation, this real-time evaluation, is that it fostered real-time learning. That means that people applied what came out. We don't have to wait for the report to come out. They're already working today on how to implement these recommendations.